Welcome to Tips and Tricks with Praiz. Ta-da! We're going to be learning how to use our soldering iron today. Don't worry, I've not changed profession. I'm going to be showing you how to use this soldering iron for your work to make your work easier and faster. This is a soldering iron for those of you that don't know, and it's about 500 to 1,000 naira depending on your location. I'm going to be teaching you how to use your soldering iron to cut out patterns from your fabric easier and faster. We're going to be cutting out patterns from this very, very beautiful butterfly fabric in few seconds, guys. In few seconds. You know I'm all about making your work easier and faster now. So yeah, give me a round of applause. So I'm going to be showing you what we'll be using our soldering iron to perform. We're performing magic with our soldering iron. Just tag along and watch carefully. We'll be using a very smooth surface where we can rest our soldering iron where we are working, and of course where we can place our fabric iron on when we are using our soldering iron. You don't want to use any fabric that can melt. You know we're working with heat, so you will be very careful on the quality of fabric you use. I just picked up this plate for my kitchen that I'm going to be using. You can do the same and put it down. Now put your fabric on top while you are cutting, and cut carefully. Now take a power source, an external power source, where you'll be plugging your soldering iron on, and wait for it to get hot. Guys, this part is very, very tricky. Don't be tempted to use your hand to touch your surface of your iron, please. Quickly, secondly, the next thing I forgot to show you is that you can use your tissue paper to clean your soldering iron while you are working. Don't use a fabric, it's going to melt your fabric. So use a tissue paper that you can easily clean your surface of your iron when you're working, especially when you're working with light fabric or light color fabric like white, cream, and the likes. Please be very careful to clean your soldering iron, and be very careful for it not to burn you as well. Now let's wait for our iron to get hot. For you to know that iron is hot, one, it might be smoking out, as you can see in this video, or you can do a test on a lightweight fabric like a tool to check if it's hot. Now I'm using it on a tool to show if it's hot. It's going to melt through my tool when it's hot. Of course, you can see it's hot and super hot. If you have a very good power supply, your soldering iron will get hot in no time. Please don't touch. Do not touch. Now, I'm just going to take our material we'll be using, our fabric we'll be using to cut our soldering iron on. Spread it over the surface of the surface you'll be using. Keep your soldering iron in one place and make sure you arrange your fabric very well on top of your surface. Be very careful not to let it touch your material to avoid your work accidents, please. Now this is what we have done with our soldering iron. We have cut out some pieces of butterflies, guys. It's so perfect, like it's really, really perfect. I know some of you use scissors to cut out your patterns, but if you can get this result, a very smoother result with your soldering iron, why not? If not, now let's go ahead and see what we are going to be doing today. Now pick your fabric, place on your cloth with your iron very, very super hot. Take your soldering iron and trace out the patterns on your fabric. I know some patterns can be very difficult than this, but it's still the same method you're going to apply. Be very careful, mindful when you are doing this. Trace it out gradually. You don't have to be in a hurry. Soldering iron is a very quick tool to use, so don't rush. Just carefully follow the patterns you are cutting. Now this is it, guys. Is this not good? This is cute now. Let's go inside now the fabric and cut more, so you can see that I'm not performing magic. Now look very closely as I'm doing this, just tracing out. It's very easy, guys. Don't worry, don't be in a hurry. If you are in a hurry to use your soldering iron, please go and use your scissors and rest. You have to be very careful when you are using your soldering iron. One, so you can get a perfect pattern. Two, so that you won't hurt yourself or tear your fabric where you're not supposed to tear. This is it, guys. This is very, very pretty. I love it. go ahead and cut some more if you have to. I just want to show you that this is what I can do with my soldering iron in few seconds. As you can see, I'm enjoying it. That's why I don't know when to stop. Oh my god, this is so therapeutic for me, to be honest. I can spend all day cutting patterns with my soldering iron. This is so cool, guys. So cute. Now I'm going to be showing you how to use your soldering iron to cut on your Ankara fabric. But first of all, let us clean with our tissue paper. Just clean with gentle strokes like this. You don't have to spend time rubbing over your soldering iron with your tissue paper, or it's going to attach itself to your soldering iron. Clean so that the dirt from our former fabric we cut will not transfer to the new fabric we'll be working on. Clean while it's still hot and be very careful. Please don't clean with any material, fabric or whatever. It's going to melt. Clean with your tissue paper. So this is our Ankara we're going to be using. Just so to say, this does not work for all type of Ankara. I don't really know, but if you've observed, it doesn't work for all type of Ankara. If you have a very original cotton Ankara, it might just not work. I don't know how to classify the Ankara it works for, but you will observe when you are doing your own that it doesn't work for whole Ankara fabric. Now just take your soldering iron while still very hot and trace out your pattern on your Ankara carefully, guys. Don't mind me, my hand is just moving like a snake. Just be careful when you are doing your own and trace it out gently. It's fast, so you don't have to be in a hurry, please. Thank you. Just keep tracing carefully. Be very careful not to hurt yourself while you're using your soldering iron. Just use the tip of your soldering iron. You don't have to use the whole body of the iron, just the tip, guys. Just going to go ahead and trace it down of this according to what I have on my fabric. I really don't know, but I'm not liking the pattern I got. I can do something better, don't you think? Now let's go ahead and do some pattern that makes sense. Just going to go and look for somewhere else. I'm going to cut out a very beautiful pattern that you and I would like afterwards. Oh, now just go ahead and gently cut out a very cool pattern, the pattern you would love after you finish cutting. Is this not beautiful? Check it out now. It looks like one hand fan like this. It's so pretty. This is an Ankara patch you can use for plain fabrics. Just as you can see, it's even making sense with the plain fabric that we have already. Can't you see? It's making so much sense. This is really, really nice, and the pattern makes so much sense. Now take your soldering iron. These are what we have done today. We've cut out our Ankara patch and our butterflies as well. This is what we have done. We've done a lot in few seconds or minutes, and this is so cool. Now while your iron is still plugged to your power source, clean your iron. Don't keep your iron dry without cleaning, or else some of the residues from your fabric will just rest on your iron and it will be very hard to clean later on. Now unplug your iron from the power source, place on the surface and allow to cool down. Be very careful not to keep on a surface that would burn. Just keep on a surface that would cool down easily. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are yet to subscribe, please remember to like, subscribe and share. Leave your comments in the comment section if you have any. Thank you. Bye.